what it is. Alright, we start recording now.
Salutations, people of the internet. For those who do not know me, I am the Traveling Bard, and welcome to tonight's session of Treasure of the Spelljammer, where I shall be taking a group of intrepid adventurers through the wonderful, whimsical, and sometimes strange and fantastical setting of Spelljammer, which is D&D in space. This is episode 1. This is basically our season 2 of our campaign, because we already went through a campaign. But without further ados, I shall begin telling my tales. So, last time on Spelljammer, our intrepid heroes had saved the galaxy from impending doom from an evil tyrant known as Emperor Zalith of the Zoraxian Empire. After thwarting his plot and potentially destroying their home world and many worlds like it, our heroes received many honors from the the new Empress of the Zorixian Empire, Zadali, and the people of the Rock of Bral, a space spaceport. And through their adventures, they were dubbed heroes of the multiverse. It's been 8 months. Their celebrating had came to a close. A bit of sightseeing and going out on their own adventures. They came back once again, realizing they were broke as hell. With debts incurred, our adventurers sought out a way to make money. Rumor had it, a treasure hunter by the name of Mr Highwood had found the location of a map that once belonged to a crew of pirates aboard the space vessel Andromeda. Our our heroes, keen on this observation, decided to look up Mr. Highwood, only to rescue him from, well, being accosted by a gang of pirates who belonged to the crew known simply as the Bloody Terror. Now they are back on their ship, which they decided to rename, but they didn't come up with a name.
The name is now Blackfall, as it always has been, I guess.
It was Blackfall when it started, but now it's just like, to be determined.
We can just keep part of the spirit of the name intact and name it the Ebon Hawk.
Shut up. Okay, so
Blackfall?
Shut up, you knuckleheads. See, this is the kind of nonsense I have to deal with. Okay, but I digress. Let's start out with characters. Going down the list, cause hey, this is the first time everyone's meeting you guys. So,
What about episode 0?
hey, we don't talk about episode 0. It was scuffed as hell anyway. So, and also most of the party's back. So technically, episode episode 1. I just recapped episode 0, which
True.
eh. So yeah. Let's go down the list. Starting with Chris, or should I say Doug.
Fuck me again. What is it?
Yeah, please describe your character for the
Again.
audience.
Damn.
Yes, this is episode 1.
What about last time?
We don't talk about
Okay.
talk about last time. That was
Okay.
the pilot episode. This is actual episode.
Yeah, that's the failed prototype. Got it.
Yeah.
So my character, Douglas Farrell. He is a human fighter, very very unique. I'm aware, and he's of average stature. He's about 5'9", a little chubby, a little overweight, and overall carries himself like a massive dad. The only thing that's missing is the socks and sandals. Socks and boots will have to do.
Oh boy. Alright. Next up, Sirius. Describe your character.
Well, first of all, R.I.P. Your one live viewer has departed.
This
But,
is no longer recorded in front of a live studio audience.
God
but
dang it, you nuts.
Wait,
well, hello. Y'all know me. It's your boy Vortilite. You may know me for greatest hits such as Odyssey of the Dragon Lords Episode 1, Odyssey of the Dragon Lords Episode 2. I have my own YouTube channel, shameless plug. Anyway, point is that
Isn't this going up on your
Uh,
YouTube channel?
it might be. But anyway, point is that I play Sirius, the human cleric. Full disclosure, our glorious DM here has allowed me to play my cleric with a charisma spellcasting ability instead of wisdom. Sirius is a human cleric that praises the powers of revelry and easygoingness, I suppose. He comes from a distant world where he hasn't really shared much details of, but his outfit seems to resemble that of like a toga that seems to fit really well with his form. Has sort of like a brownish skin with long purple hair. There is a perpetual, not unpleasant, smell of some form of fruit-like scents, almost perpetually emanating from him, and he seems to always have in hand a cup. Whatever is inside that cup, well, you'll have to find out for yourself. That's serious.
Sirius is his own brewing.
Alrighty. Nohiko. Will you describe your character? Oof.
So, to the outside world, Nobuhiko Hentetsu is a Gith Yankee who has, who has glasses, three kind of, I suppose beard whiskers you could describe them as, dripping down from his, his beard, like from his chin. He carries himself with a kind of hunched over demeanor, as would be expected from a romance author. He is up and coming, but has made quite a bit of money and has stirred up the writing world a bit with his raunchy, often steamy novels, which kind of surprises people when they meet him, and he's actually very tall and very muscular, despite his awkward demeanor and very strange way of talking, almost as if he's not entirely sure how to form syllables properly. But to the rest of the Blackfall name change pending, they know that that existence is a guise, because in truth he is a mind flayer. Everything else about him is true. He does wish to be a writer. He does love romance, and he is split off from his original pact as he has separated from the mind flayer colony that once forced him to do unspeakable things. And he's joined the group to get away with that, as far away from that as possible, while also making money and doing as little work as possible. But in their adventures, Nobuhiko has found a sort of hodgepodge family that he can put his trust in, that won't judge him for his horrible, aberrant nature.
Nice, nice. Uh, Faraday. Go characters.
Well, Faraday is a 6'10" person with horns on her head, fiery red hair, and scales. I guess it's weird because they don't seem that obvious at first glance. Her clothing is regular, and everything I just mentioned is kind of overshadowed by the fact she's always carrying around a giant Snorlax plushie. Nobody quite knows where she found it. Well, aside from the people who were there, of course. But to everyone else, she just says, "It just appeared in my hands one day." Her fighting style is weird because she never seems to do any actual fighting. Instead, the Snorlax plushie disappears from her hands, and then people just start getting punched. In truth, the Snorlax is her channeled spirit, I guess as you could call it.
Her stand.
Yeah, just say JoJo stand.
No,
God dang it.
shut up.
Say it.
It's her JoJo
Ow!
stand. I don't even like the show, but I
Oh.
like the class. It's a homebrew class.
Lots of
Um,
homebrew going on here.
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
everyone is using some form of homebrew.
Yeah, it is weird. It is crazy. But hey, that's Spelljammer for you. And last but not least, Sidris, if you are here.
I am. Hi. Hello. um, so Sidris is an astral elf. She is the party's other cleric, also with a charisma modifier. No, that was not done intentionally. um, she is a wild magic domain cleric, and her joining the party and her existence in general is just one of chaotic happenstance. She is a very go with the flow, happy go lucky kind of character, and she's just here for the ride. So yeah, that'd be her.
Nice, nice. Alright, so where we last left off in our episode 0 that was scuffed as hell, because, well, the stories were lost to time, so to speak, and essentially, part of the crew was doing some recon and managed to find NPC, aka Mr. Highwood, adventure treasure hunter and extraordinaire, who had some leads, and we're currently getting back to the ship with Nobuhiko and Sidris already being on board, just tending to regular ship stuff with the rest of the crew.
Yes, Nobuhiko has been quote unquote doing chores
He's not
I
been
shall-
doing chores.
I shall bring.
You know what? I'm not gonna make the joke because we have a camera on now.
We're back on our ship.
I was gonna make the joke. He's been experimenting with his tentacles, but let's not go
God
there.
dang it! This is supposed to be. Okay, so we'll change the G rating to PG.
No, Bard, it's me. You know it's gonna fucking be PG-13.
Oh lord. Anyway.
At
PG
least.
40. That way only Bard can watch it.
God dang it.
Oh yeah,
Look,
viewers, if you did not know, our DM is 40 years old.
I am not no 40
50
years
actually.
Sorry.
old. Whatever.
At any rate,
Anyway, okay. As I digress. Well, back on back on your ship. The rest of the party had managed to get back after not really licking their wounds. They more or less kicked the ass of a gang of pirates, while the rest of them buggered off. Yeah, friggin' dragon form, but that's a surprise for later.
Yeah, Doug transforms into a dragon.
Anyway. So as you guys walk up the gangplank towards your Hammerhead ship, you see some of the crew is currently, well, fixing up the rest of the ship after it got a lot of hits in from y'all's adventures. Ship definitely needed some repairs. After all, it's been like 8 months, and ship repairs are expensive as hell.
Hey, Bard,
Yes, sir.
did the map get like lower quality?
It's the friggin' space. It's the friggin' space thing map. Because I had a surprise for it. But that's another thing. So yeah. Mr. Highwood. I shall pull him up on screen. Mr. Highwood here. Human. Noble adventure. Fortune seeker here. Kind of admires your ship. Impressive. Very impressive ship. Now, granted, with the finalization of our arrangement, it was 70-30 to your way, correct?
whoa, hold your horses, friend. Did you add yourself an extra 5% onto that agreement?
I wouldn't advise that.
25.75.
Right, 25.75. But if anything, well, you said you had the rest. You wanted to discuss the rest with the other members of your crew. Well, I can see some of them currently working.
Yeah, one of them is kind of weird. He talks funny.
All right. I've met stranger, but
I doubt you have. Nobu, Citrus, we have some guests. Do you guys want to come up here?
Shouting down into the grate.
Yeah, I think only Nobu's gonna hear you because I'm not in the same room.
no, like the thing is, Faraday doesn't know that. She's just, yeah,
Those two
Out of
hang out
character.
together.
yeah.
out
Just
of
assumes they're hanging
character,
out.
it's a joke that, well, some ships have friggin' megaphone connecting tubes.
Oh yeah, I still have
that's
that
right.
Fargab thing,
Yeah.
so I can just be like, hello.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you get
Faraday
disturbed.
doesn't know the volume transfer though, so she's still just shouting into that mic.
Everyone covering their ears.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, nobody's
Uh,
being
Well,
called
actually
up.
not today this
Yeah.
time.
What was that about this time?
Uh, no, it's nothing.
I'm also using thaumaturgy to make my voice 3 times louder as I shout into the mic.
Oh, you
You're
fuck.
just gonna blow out everyone's ears. Nobu and Sidrus, well, Nobu's being called up on
Sidrus
top
is-
deck, so
Yeah, and the rest is going through the microphone and through whatever. Probably to where Indy where Sidrus is.
yep.
So, of course, going to pop the disguise self. Morphing into the Githyanki form, and this has like a ladder we can flip up, right? Again, like I remember
Yes.
it was.
Yes, it had a ladder. You guys can
Yeah,
just
so-
climb up.
So the kind of hatch opens, and like you see Nobuhiko's head like kind of stick up. His eyes kind of like squinting, like you can clearly tell he just woke up. Kind of asks, What is it? What do you require of me that is so urgent you have to blow out everybody's ears?"
Treasure hunt! And meet our
Yeah.
new benefactors.
Oh,
Doug helps you open the grate. Yeah, we got some contractors, I suppose.
Benefactors.
I do apologize, benefactors. I was not aware of this arrangement. I'm not in my best shape, but I will do my best to keep on task.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Noble. We didn't know either until like an hour ago.
Well, not my first time dealing with get the Yankee.
Dealing
Rom
with.
Highwood. Yeah. Well, mostly mercenaries or hired jobs, but I digress. Rom Highwood, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Nobuhiko Hintets, at your service.
Pleasure. As he kind of goes up to shake your hand, he
Yeah,
kind of
like-
shakes your hand. It's that weird reaction because.
He just notices my hands are very soft.
Also, Doug closes the grate back up before he, plummets to his death.
I assumed you closed the grate after climbing up, but yeah. Do you certainly moisturize.
Oh, yes. It is important to keep up appearances. You see, I'm not exactly like many Githyanki. I am not a warrior. I left that life a long time ago.
Well, I won't pry into your personal matters.
He writes some real nice novels. You should give him a read.
Oh, you're a novelist. Interesting.
Indeed, I am. In fact, you might know us from the books, the autobiography epic that I and my friend Sirius have published recently. It's making quite a bit of money that I'm not getting.
Don't worry, Nobuhiko. I'm also not getting it.
I'm actually gonna give a history check, see if he actually has heard.
Yeah.
Let's see.
A
Imagine, like-
self-published epic autobiography.
If
Just
we do-
imagine like the anime doom.
And
like,
he kind of has that sort of awkward smile of, yeah, oh, that's nice. He doesn't know. He hasn't read
Yeah.
it.
Is he like just like he's just like a shoot? Like he thinks that it's like he's just pretending because he thinks it's like a popular new thing and he doesn't want to be caught like not being in the know.
Essentially, that. Well, pleasure. Oh yes, and this is my bodyguard and associate, Miss Zorra Ro. Pleasure. She just kind of
Pleasure.
stands there, not really shaking hands, just keeping an eye on everybody because she has that look of we just we're just done with this bullshit and wants to get paid.
Yeah, just here for business.
I mean, it's good to have you guys on board, like I said. Oh wait, uh, we're missing one. Cedrus, come out here, meet our new business associates.
Sidrus, like, emerges with, like, hands over her ears because her head's fucking ringing from Faraday's announcement. uh,
Still
I
recovering
don't.
from the hangover.
Yeah,
Could it be
I
me?
was. I was. Until someone screamed down the intercom.
Sounds like you drank too much.
I
Could it be
did.
me?
Thank you. She just kind of like shoots a like very forced smile at Faraday. Um,
Don't worry,
uh,
I'll get you something for the headache. I working on a very specific brew at the moment. No,
can I insight
don't have a
check you on that?
I don't have a name for it at the moment, but it'll sure to get hangovers out of your system quick, lickety split.
Is Sirius being like sincere, or is it just gonna be another alcoholic beverage
I mean,
that's just
you
gonna
can
like?
try to insight check him.
No, I cannot.
I'll say with that level of insight, you believe that the part about him working on a new recipe is true. And that's it. You're not sure if it's alcoholic or not.
Just looks at you for a second and puts on a smile. She looks tired. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Sidrus.
Yes,
Offers a
Highwood.
hand.
He kind of he shakes your hand as well, kind of like, oh, was this bad time?
No, not in the slightest. It's very nice to meet you, sincerely. And she does mean it. It's just, again, head's ringing. So. But yeah, she gives him like a firm handshake back. She learnt that was important at some point during the last campaign, so.
Well, on to the topic at hand. I've come into possession of, well, a treasure. Well, at least part of a treasure map of sorts that leads to an old space pirates treasure hoard. Now, the unfortunate thing in our way happens to be a gang of space pirates who try to abscond with me and seem to have a quarrel with you lot.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
I believe we know who they are then.
Well, we have made a couple of enemies out there. We have made a couple of, met a lot of people out there. And before I continue my point, just, throwing the question out there. Who can really dislike us? Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
Hey,
Yeah,
thank
who
you.
could?
Thank you, dog. Thank you, Dogman. Very cool.
Always happy to help.
You deserve. You have earned yourself an extra portion. Now.
Gives you a nod.
Now, our friend Mr. Highwood here says that he spent most of his life researching this treasure that we're after. and is insistent that his presence here is imperative. I'm using big words today. And has requested a safe passage through this journey on our ship.
I see. And what uh, the treasure in the treasure in question, will we be able to take a cut?
Yeah.
75-25 for us.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I think you worded that a little bit strangely, Doug. It's 75 for us, 25 for them.
Well, yes. 75-25 in our favor, I suppose.
Okay, there we go.
Numbers are hard.
They are.
That they are.
Not for me. The Sears will say.
Says the failed merchant.
I mean, hey, he failed because he wasn't cutthroat enough, and not because he didn't know how to count.
Didn't your business like run aground, serious? So numbers aren't your strong
well,
suit?
yeah, because I was screwed over by a wine merchant in Mitros. But, you know, they poisoned one of my business partners. Can you believe that? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
No.
This is a story for another day. Now, anyway, so, yes, treasure. We need that at the moment. Because I'm not sure about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I myself I'm finding myself at least a couple of thousand gold in the pit, owed to a couple of people, not the least of which is Lage Luigi.
Yes, we would have been able to pay off the debt if publishers paid their authors anything.
We also would be able to pay if we didn't waste our money on a certain traveling plasma band.
I mean, it was a blood drive. It was a good.
No, it was a
Cause-
plasma drive, not a blood drive.
Did I say blood drive? I meant plasma drive,
No, I
sorry.
said blood drive. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That was a good use of like 200 gold pieces.
That was
Yeah.
a good use of your money, yes.
Yeah, all of my money!
Same here, Andy. Same here.
So, well, Mr. Highwood, why don't you explain to the rest of our crew what this, this whole story goes like?
Well, put a long story short, about a few decades ago, a group of space pirates aboard the Spelljammer Andromeda had terrorized many different spheres for a few years, and, well, they had left behind a king's ransom of sorts. About estimated, about 500,000 gold worth of treasure, magical items, and who knows what else. That had all been lost, but I had managed through many of deals, research, and found, well, at least portions of an old star map that belonged to the previous captain. And should we find it, it'll be the treasure of a lifetime.
I see. In that case, I believe that this is a very lucrative endeavor. And if we are to come across any altercation that would require us to undertake combat, then that is fine. We did save an entire empire, after all.
Well, I hope your reputations precede you. Now,
You
shall
have read the
we
book, right?
Of course, of course.
What's the
But
book about?
well, eh, well, enough idle chit chat.
You
Shall
didn't
we
read the book, did
underway?
you?
No.
Okay, let's move on.
All right. So, first things first, it's a bit of a cryptic. It seemed part of his this treasure. Part of it is somewhere in the astral sea.
That's
Excellent.
specific.
Well, that while it's difficult to navigate, well, we do have a few here who are quite adept at navigating said sea. Don't we, Faraday?
I don't know if you should look at me. Last time I was there, I ended up floating around, so you guys found me.
That's actually true.
Well, I've been familiarizing myself with the star charts, so
Like, I can
should
fly
be of
from here to
help.
Toro, but that's not helpful.
I can probably get us to
Well-
Thylea, but we're not getting there.
When do we go there? Because you've talked about it before.
In time, in time. He looks at the camera.
Oh Lord.
It's a reference to Odyssey of the Dragon Lords viewers.
But not the one that I'm uploading in my channel. Anyway.
Not the one that you guys get to play, though.
Friggin' shameless plugs.
Plug for like
Anyway.
fucking nothing. But anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah, check out my YouTube
Back to-
channel. It doesn't have any
back to
videos.
session.
Check out my Twitch
alright.
streams.
Anyways, well, it says it says, but there is a astrolabe that would help point to our specific. That would help point to specific locations in lost something of citadel of. Well, my Gith is a bit rusty, but it says something of Citadel of Fallen Star.
You
Something
got that in
of
writing?
that sort.
Would I be able to make a history check to determine if I've heard that before?
I'd say Faraday and Nobuhiko, because of your backgrounds.
Could I
you
assist?
can-
I have a proficiency.
What check are we rolling, sorry?
History.
History.
Oh, great. That's going to be a 0. 18.
Yeah, and Doug just asked if he has that in writing,
Nice.
like the original text.
Sure.
No, I mean, like the original writing in Gith. That's what I'm asking for. Because then Nobuhiko would be able to read it and, translate it directly. That's what I'm getting
I mean,
at.
he's got it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I guess like just looking over his shoulder to check the fucking translation.
Okay, so 18 out of 26. 18. This actually sounds like, with an 18 into 26, this sounds to be like somewhat of a war memorial for a fallen Githyanki knight.
Oh. What's it called? Like, Nobuhiko kind of like, says, I see. I believe that this might be a place of significance, a place of memorial. In fact, we should take care not to defile it or cause any unwarranted destruction.
I think Bar got a package, by the way.
No,
Oh, there
I
we go.
was. I'm here. Okay, so. Seems a place of reverence. Well, seems bit of a risky place to go through, but I'm sure that you all are very capable of it.
Rest assured, if it comes to it, and I do hope it does not, but it almost always does, we are quite adept at warding off danger. Actually, we have not done this in a while. Who will be the one to helm the ship?
It's
I mean-
you're serious, right?
I can helm it, but I can help navigate.
You know what they say. Don't drink and drive. Screw it.
So no.
So I guess it's you then, Nobu.
You all know that it does not work for me. I can go fast, but I don't last long.
Remind me, how does how does helming the ship work again? Because I
Long
never did
story
it.
Long story short, if you are a spellcaster, you can attune to the ship, or quote unquote attune to the ship, and you can just fly it.
Well, I guess
And-
Cedrus can then, because Cedrus is
Yeah.
a spellcaster. She just never did it last campaign.
Hey.
Yeah, like
Uh,
you fuel the ship's speed with like spell slots. While while out of game, Bard would let me just fly it. I flavor in game. I flavor Nobu as just not ever using the ship because he has 2 spell slots.
Okay, well, Cedrus can raise her hand and offer to drive the ship since she wasn't allowed to last campaign.
Bard, I have a question. I recently saw a spell called Autopilot that does exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah, essentially, if you have that spell, you can just put the ship on autopilot.
That is from Dark Matter, by the way, which is not an actual
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
automatic
we were-
helm is one though. You're right.
Yeah, which Cedrus has always had and never used.
I thought we were
Perfect.
using all the dark matter stuff.
It was like some of the stuff from Dark Matter.
Like equipment from Dark Matter mostly.
Okay, fair enough.
Shout outs to Dark Matter.
You know what that is.
Not the show that got canceled on Fox. Friggin' D&D campaigns.
The material.
Serious.
Shout out to the material.
So hold on, does
there you go.
Cedrus say out loud that they want to pilot the ship this time around?
Yeah, I mean, she hears Sirius say, "Don't drink and drive," and I don't know if Sirius is ever not under the influence, and Nobu's looking like, I don't want to. So she's just sort of raises her hand, like, I can do it.
Well, actually, yeah. Why don't go ahead and do it, Cedrus, and then I'll give you the taste test, I guess, of that one brew that I'm thinking of that'll take hangovers away.
I'm gonna poison you, Cedrus.
I'll bring it to you while you are getting us where we need to be.
Wait,
Did you just say don't drink and drive?
It's not alcoholic. What do you assume it's alcoholic?
I don't
it's
know.
serious.
It's serious, yeah. All of his stuff has always been alcoholic.
That's just not true.
I
Is
literally
it?
poured orange juice for people last campaign.
It's been so long, I don't remember. But yeah, no, Cedrus is like, okay, I'll hold you to it. So yeah, she'll head that direction to steer the ship when it's time to do so. But yeah, fun.
As,
You notice.
oh, my bad. Go ahead.
You know, serious, if that stuff really takes away hangovers, you could make a lot of money off it.
Well, I mean,
Especially considering your, tendencies.
yeah, but here's how you make a supply chain, Dogman. Supply and demand. When you start doing both the supply and the demand at the same time, it creates a, shall we call it, a knot in the supply chain that has to be untied one way or another. I can't just have all the answers to myself if I want to make some associates along the way. So that's why this is a secret of the trade that I'll keep to myself and my close circle.
Right. You do that then, that's cool with me.
I'm glad you understand, Dogman. You were always quite an understanding man. He kind of pats him on the shoulder.
He understands that this is what you want and he respects that.
So,
He's a city guard. He's not a merchant.
Turning to Highwood and Ro. So, Mr. Highwood, Miss Ro, make yourselves comfortable around here. It's not much, but it is our ship, and it has gotten us through a lot of trouble.
Yeah, we still got to work on the whole bedding situation.
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
It is the law of my people.
I will curse you if you go against it.
You will literally shrivel and die.
Oh,
Jeez.
Lord. Alright.
And maybe while you're here, you can probably, since you seem like you're a man of good taste, looking at Highwood, maybe you can help our friend here, Nobuhiko. Maybe you can exchange some notes, maybe read each other's material.
I don't think he's an author.
Do you want to read some porn, Mr. Highwood?
Perverted the idea. Nobody could just kind of like, if you wish to procure and critique, I would be open to the idea. Do you participate in any of the arts?
Of course. I wouldn't mind reading any of your pieces.
Well, most of it is drafts that have been discarded, but I do have my debut book. I should have a copy of it somewhere on the ship. I will deliver it to you, and that can help pass the time, hopefully.
Well, shouldn't be. Well, nothing better to pass the time in Wildspace than a good read, and perhaps a good drink too.
Oh, speaking of which, I'll be in the galley/bar, and/or bar, whatever. You know where to find me. He kinda walks away.
Alrighty. So, as you all set course for the Astral Sea, I'd like our helmsman, because you're currently piloting the ship and it's perfect timing, give me a roll. Roll me d20.
Can I give advantage? Can I,
It's
do
travel
the help
time
action?
thingy. It's
A
travel
2.
encounter.
Oh,
Wait.
so it's not a
It's a
skill
2.
check.
It's
Bod.
not a skill check. It's a 2.
I just remembered something.
What?
Because of what we adjusted, is this going to affect Citrus's wild surges in any, by any chance?
No.
Or is she
It
safe?
is not. You
Well, I
are
guess-
fine
Okay.
sailing.
Good.
I guess we're
Okay.
taking a detour. You
Okay.
Okay.
It's a 2.
Did
Had to
Citrus
make
spot a cool
sure.
rock?
Yeah, I had to make sure because we adjusted it. So
Let's see. Roll me a D100.
82.
82. Okay, 82. What's the 82? What's the 82? What's the 82? What's the 82?
Astral Dreadnought!
No.
No!
I stole your thing, Jericho.
Let's see. Wild Space Encounter. Wild Space Encounter, Wild Space Encounter. And you said it's 82.
Imagine if it actually is.
I take no responsibility.
Give me. Okay, so. You said it's an 82, correct?
Yep.
Alright, then. Ooh. Oh, it's the good ones! It's the good ones, okay.
Okay. I trust you.
Let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Aha, here it is. Give me.
A death save.
Damn.
Not a death save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I failed.
Okay. So, since y'all's leveled up since last time, I could use the good ones this time. Woo ha 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 ha.
Oh dear.
Let's see. You got. Okay, so this encounters. Ooh, okay. Roll me 2 more D100s.
For the viewers, the party is level 9 now, by the way.
70 and 53.
70 and 53. Okay. Ooh. So, as you all are sailing through, you manage to see well, 2 passing ships. They don't seem to be hostile. One of which you see a very large ship. It only has a single mast, but what stands out to you the most is the prow of the ship is made up of a very, very, very large cannon.
Gif.
And the other ship, well, it seems to be a shipwreck. Floating old hammerhead ship that seems to have taken a lot of damage. So, how would y'all proceed?
Just chill as long as it isn't aiming the cannon.
Yeah.
I mean, you
They're
know,
not hailing us, are they?
it's not aiming at you guys, and they're not hailing you. It's just you see them off your starboard bow, the right front end of the ship.
Are they moving? Like, or are they just drifting?
Give me an insight check.
All right,
Insight.
Yeah.
10.
While this is happening, Sirius is kind of working on the on this strange new hangover remedy that he's trying to come up with. He's mixing a couple of ingredients that at first don't sound like they should work together, but hopefully they do. What's it called? He's using a ginger base, lime juice, cinnamon sugar, he's trying to kind of mix things together and hopefully they look good. What's it called?
Okay.
Mint and orange juice.
Eh, so maybe he might put something like that. What's it called? Hold on, let me see if I can find an image of this bullshit. So he's coming out from the galley, and looks up and sees the fucking ship outside. He says, I'm probably gonna have to have a couple of these at hand.
Okay, so with that 10 insight, okay, even with a 10 insight, it kind of looks like the way from your distance, it looks like they're having target practice with this old shipwreck.
Huh, okay, fair enough. Nobuhiko is just going to like squint his eyes and say, I suppose we should just steer clear of the firing zone. Serious. We're just passing by some activities that we do not need to get involved with. We should be able to just coast along towards a destination. What brings you to the deck of the ship?
Oh, well, I was trying some experiments on drinks that may be able to remove hangover. I believe I need to start with a base of ginger for this, but I'm not sure if I know what I want the rest of the ingredients to be. I was thinking, well, maybe this. It kind of shows the the drink that he has made on hand. It kind of looks like an orangey, yellowish sort of the coloration.
Oh.
And looks and then looks over at Nohiko and then says, "But this might not be quite it. Maybe if I
Well.
change some of the ingredients, use some grape juice, perhaps, maybe some syrup as well. Could probably be a little bit better."
Grape juice would, I believe, help it go down better. As of now, it does look like it might have some effect. It certainly looks like medicine. But perhaps there is something to be said about making sure cures taste good.
Well, I mean, that is true. Speaking of cures, how do we mend this situation? As he looks over at the ship with the big ass fucking cannon. So usually,
As you say this, you hear a very loud explosion as you see this very large cannon go off and directly hits this old shipwreck. And you all are about, I'd say, 300 feet away from them.
Ugh.
And it is very loud.
oof.
Cedrus, do you mind steering a little farther from that thing?
Yeah, I don't know if Citrus can. I don't know how helming the ship works. I don't know if she can even see what's happening. She just hears a loud bang.
Okay, long story short, you can see anything around the ship.
Yeah.
Like, you have third-person view
Okay.
of
Good shit.
your ship.
Yeah, she'll definitely try and steer a bit further away because that's kind of scary.
And now coming into view a little bit better, you hear bless you.
Thank you.
You hear
Again?
bless you.
Gesundheit.
You hear these people on the ship kind of hail you. Hello there. See, I suggest maneuvering your ship out of the way. We're currently conducting training exercise. State your business.
Is the transmission coming into like the room with the helm, or?
Essen-
Where is it?
essentially, friggin' bullhorn thaumaturgy, so you guys can hear them.
Yeah, Citrus is already moving the ship, and she's just like, "Damn, all right,
Faraday's
I'm moving
gonna
already."
Faraday's gonna get up, walk to the side of the ship, and like use the thaumaturgy and be like, "Hi there, what's the exercise?"
Can you tell them we're already maneuvering away?
Oh, and my friend wants to tell me we're already moving.
State the name of your ship, and you're right there.
We don't have a name.
It's called
They don't like.
Blackfall.
They don't like the name, so we don't have a name. And what do you mean rank? We don't have a captain or anything. If that's what you're asking. We're a democracy ship. Like stands really proud, like hands in her side, like.
Perhaps I should take over the negotiations.
No, it's fine. I got it.
Whatever you say.
No, please take over.
Well, who the hell is your commanding officer?
But not. We just came from the Rock of Bral. You might have heard of us. We staved that Elven Empire.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm gonna give the help action kind of. You can read about us in the latest novel in circulation in Wildspace. It's very cheap, and we need money.
21.
Okay, well, 21. Hold up. Let me just see this guy.
This music has Star Wars in it, right? Like I'm not the only one hearing it. Like occasionally, there's like
Yeah, I'm hearing it too.
like
Yeah. Thaumaturgy does only works on your own voice, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's see. Okay. Well then, whoever. Well, you don't have a name of your ship, or you don't like the name of your ship. You don't have a commanding officer who wishes to negotiate,
I don't see
and you came from the Rock of Bral.
what needs to be negotiated. The furs are moving on. Yeah.
Well,
Am I
how do
misunderstanding?
we know you're not pirates? After all, the Rock of Bral is a haven for.
We have a flag. Pirates don't fly flags.
That doesn't make sense. And the
Kind
hell's you? And kind of looking as you say that, they kind of. If any of you have like telescopes, which
Remember,
out of character,
we
you
didn't
guys
take
do
down
have them.
Anderson's flag, and he had a pirate flag.
You look at him, who looks at you. The hells? Alright. Alright. State Alex once more. But strike your colors and prepare to be boarded for questioning for your interfering with Alexis.
Did I do something wrong, Nobu?
I believe that you did not do anything wrong per se, but these types of people require a certain manner of speaking in order to interact with them successfully.
Yeah, you could have been more about like the protocol and more official sounding.
What protocol though? Like, I don't know. Like we had somewhat ranks with the gift, but I don't know. We didn't have what, like a commanding officer?
So
Just
can you do
allow
that in
them
my
to
voice?
board-
No.
Allow them to board freely, and I shall take over the negotiations, if you will.
Okay. Faraday just plants herself face first on the deck again.
in a little rowboat, and with the ship kind of angled in a way where you guys aren't gonna sneak on them, and they got guns trained on you all, just in case of any shenaniganry. A couple of these hippo humanoid individuals appear on your decks.
Excuse me, but I think those guns are hardly necessary. You're the one that's boarding our ship.
You look like
With
a
all
friend of
due
mine.
respect. Oh my god.
I don't actually say that.
Not all GIF are the same.
Well, they literally have the same token.
Fair enough.
What's it called? As they kind of board, Nobuhiko kind of like takes a step back, kind of like bows and says, "I am very sorry for the miscommunication. If I will be taking over the negotiations, I will be able to answer any questions that you have to ask of us, and hopefully we can be safely on our way."
All right. I suppose you're their commanding officer. Need to make sure your crew know proper procedures and
We
protocols.
don't have one.
No. Ignore
As-
ignore the half dragon lady. That's right, he's our officer. I'm second
As,
him in command.
To answer your previous questions, our ship's name flies the Blackfall, rename pending. And while there is no official chain of command, for we fly this ship as independent adventurers rather than any sort of official military or corporate company. That being said, the helmsman as well as the war leader changes depending on the quest that we are on. Regardless, I should still prove perfectly capable of answering your questions.
So you're just gonna ignore it, Doug?
All right. Very well, you two. But I'm Captain Hobbs of the Bombard Giant's Fury, and you are.
My name is Nobuhiko, and we are happy to have you on board for the time being.
Well, are you aware that your ship is flying a pirate's colors? Kind of pointing up to your mast.
Kind of looking up, says, "No, we
Is
were
that
not.
true?
We were not aware of that. Actually, I apologize. A previous member of ours, who has since left our company, gave the ship its name and its flag. If they were associated with pirates in the past, then this was a genuine mistake that nobody corrected us for over a year."
Yeah, nobody has corrected us on that.
I mean, here's
No.
the thing: they didn't. You never
Yeah.
really bumped into like merchant vessels except for the one.
The
The
drunk
one who
guys.
were like completely chill and didn't care.
But just for clarification, we are in fact not pirates. In fact,
yes.
we've actually been helping a lot of people around here recently. We may have been inadvertently given the pirates like good rep for some reason.
Our crew size is only around 14. Uh, our weapons are rudimentary and are not at all advanced. If we were pirates, we would be very inconsequential and ineffective ones.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
No, Hiko says,
20?
you see, we're actually kind of shitty.
Yeah, you see, we suck. We
Yeah,
have
we suck at our job.
We pose no threat to you. Yeah, 22.
Well, given this misunderstanding, it doesn't hurt to let you know that, well, your ship does have pirate colors, and next time, it'd be wise to change the flag in the future.
Oh,
Yep.
most definitely. Kind of Nobuhiko kind of has a sort of like face of like relief on his face as he activates telekinesis, looks up, puts his hand out, and just rips the flag off. Finally, we can get an upgrade. Thank you for the clarification. And just like kind of tosses it off into into space.
Just floats away.
Ooh, Anderson will remember that.
And
Anderson
Doc
ain't
will
here.
remember that. Doc will remember that.
But yeah, well, that flag happened to correlate to an old pirate gang that, well, harassed us a while back.
Well, maybe we ask who you are? Who do you belong with?
Well, I'm a part of the Fourth Fleet of the Iron Fang Mercenary Company out of Kryn, and we're conducting some training exercise with new recruits.
Does any of that ring a bell?
You have no idea who the hell these people are. But from the looks of these GIF and knowing GIF from your last adventure, these guys are guys are mercenaries.
Reputable mercenaries, most likely.
Like, yeah, and GIF are militaristic contractors. So yeah.
Okay.
Well, sadly, I'm afraid that I personally have not heard of you, but you sound like you're doing the good work out there.
Indeed, we're privateers for hire.
If only we had money to hire people, but sadly
We're broke.
we're a bit strapped for cash at the moment, so we might not be able
Actually,
to
if
afford
you-
your services. Go ahead.
Actually, if you are privateers, and forgive me if it is poor etiquette to ask, but do you know of any job postings or employers that we might consult with in the future to gain cash?
Okay, give me a persuasion check. Like, just a
Alright.
flat one.
Okay.
And on a similar note, is
Okay,
there any
so-
way we could contact you guys? Should
So
we
that-
ever need privateers?
Well, with an 8, he's like,
That's a 15. It's a 15.
oh,
Because I've got reliable talent.
oh yeah, 15. Okay, with a 15, well, since you all have traveled your way from the Rock of Bral, there are some contractors just there, here and there, that might look for good mercenaries for hire, since you are, well, somewhat ill-equipped. They might give you a hard time. However, if you need to contact us, uh, we are we do have a few ships in the area, and some in cringe space. Just let them, if you happen to find any members of the Iron Fang Legion, let them know Captain Hobbs is a associate of yours.
So is one of the hippos behind them called Shaw?
Shut up.
I'm going to shoot you.
Anyway, well then, a pleasure to make your acquaintances, and should be, and safe travels.
Safe travels to you as well. And oh, actually, before you leave, as a sign of good faith, would you happen to have any empty container that may hold some liquid?
They probably have
Uh,
flasks
do-
in them, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, they've got like flasks and canteens.
And is my mic working?
Oh, there you go. Now,
Yeah,
Now it is.
now
yeah.
it is.
Because I asked earlier whether there's any way we could contact them.
Oh,
They
shit.
said that they that if you ever needed to, they do have ships in the area, but mostly like around another system. And if you bumped into somebody from the Iron Fang Legion, let them know Captain Hobbs is cool with you guys.
Okay. Captain Fang Legion? What was... Hold on, what?
Iron
Iron
Fang.
Fang.
Iron Fang, thanks. And Captain Legion, was it?
Captain
Captain
Hobbs.
Hobbs.
I have no idea where I got that from. So thank you.
Freaking A.
It's Captain Legion now. Anyway.
Anyway, you managed to get out of that situation.
Wait, no, they're not gonna. They don't have any empty
Oh.
containers.
Oh shoot! Yeah, they did.
He's gonna be like, if you won't mind me holding it for a moment.
All right. He's kind of wary, but okay. What are you doing?
You know what the fuck I'm embarking.
I mean, they don't, but out of character, we do.
You see a Sirius kinda reaches into this little reaches towards the container or flask or whatever it may be, and seems to kind of wave his hand around on top of it, and in a moment, though nothing is shown from his hand other than a flash of light, it sounds like you just activated a fucking soda fountain as the container begins to fill up as I'm casting Legendary Liberation. I missed the spell.
Nice.
For those of you watching at home, yes, that is homebrew. So
No.
I'm gonna fill his flask with some nice, fuzzy, maybe alcoholic drink.
He kind of takes like a slow sip, making sure it's not poisonous or anything. And once he realizes, this is quite good.
Did you just
Thank
say
you.
he takes a slow sip, making sure there's no poison? Like,
Yeah,
did you just,
'cause-
taste the poison. Like, what?
He basically it's the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean when dude just tastes some water from a random pond. It's like poison. It's poison followed by the body.
Oh, okay, cool. I guess that's fair.
You know, so, and after doing that, Sirius just says, and now, well, we'll be on our way, and you may continue your target practice that you were doing.
We were doing some target practice over at that old shipwreck.
Well, we'll leave you to it then. And once they're gone, Sirius turns to the party and says, "You know what? You guys were doing just fine before I arrived." Oh no.
No, I was not. I am at my breaking point. That is all the social interaction that I will have for the foreseeable future. Goodbye, everyone.
Gone. Looks at Dog and Faraday and says, like, you know, it sounded you guys were getting on friendly terms with them. Isn't that right? And notices that Dog has his hand over Faraday's mouth.
No, he wouldn't
No,
do that.
Faraday is just on the floor. She's just laying face down.
Oh, okay. I thought for a moment, like, I thought Dog was like headlocking fucking Faraday's.
Oh, she would fight back way
Faraday's-
too hard for that.
No,
Faraday's
that's
just unconscious.
that'd be like violence in the workplace or whatever.
It looks.
So Doug,
Go ahead.
Hmm?
No,
though Doug would say, Nobuhiko, would have been cool if you
He's fucking
didn't.
on.
Okay.
what
Well,
do you mean?
would have been cool if Nobuhiko didn't, contradict what I said immediately.
Well, miscommunication, and all of that. No, thankfully that didn't result in them shooting at us with that gigantic cannon on their ship. Otherwise, I feel like it would have just split our ships clean in half. And Faraday, why are you in
Yeah.
there?
Kind of like getting up.
Yeah, Doug's gonna help you up.
bored. We've been like traveling for so long.
No, don't worry. We'll
Are we
find.
It's
there
only
yet?
been a day.
We'll find something to fight eventually, even if we don't want to. It'll
Like,
come
it's not
to
that I
us.
want to fight anything. I just want to do something, you know?
We could do some sparring.
Yeah, sure.
In a minute, though, I gotta grab something. As he takes a long jump off the ship and swims into Wildspace after the flag, making sure the GIF aren't watching anymore.
Why? Why are you
They
getting
are
it?
They are
How
rowing
far is it away?
back.
Like, how long are they rowing back? How long does it take them?
They just left.
Doug, do you need
It
something?
hasn't even been like. It's been like maybe 20 minutes, and they're like halfway back their ship.
Barnes, you said it's like 300 feet. Have we been moving this entire time or what?
They
I figured we'd
moved
stop.
their ship. They moved their ship so that it was like, okay, we'll keep an eye on you, and we'll be in range of cannon fire.
I think basically the idea is that the amount of time that passed between the flag being torn off and them living is enough for the flag to be gone. Maybe I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
like gone.
And we don't need it anyway. I don't know why Dog's going to get it.
Sentimental value? Like, it
Yeah.
did belong to his
Ah,
friend.
yes.
Yeah.
The sentiments of my racist friend who made me break the fingers of a captive.
He did that himself.
Yeah, the dog is responsible for his own actions. But Sirius does notice that Dog kind of looks over at the the distance longingly,
Yeah.
and says, "Everything all right, Dog man?"
Yeah, it's just, that was Anderson's flag.
Yeah, I know.
Of course, we had to take it down. But it's a pirate flag after all, apparently. But, Anderson's still a friend.
That is true. I'm gonna miss the flag. It was the last thing we had left of him besides the ship.
Well, also this here. And he pulls out the flute that he got from Anderson.
You
Oh.
remembered.
You kept that, Dog?
Why would I throw it away?
Oh no, it was less about you throwing it away, more so I didn't know you had it on your person at the moment. I thought you would have left it at your, at your quarters.
I might come in handy.
Do I have proficiency in flute instruments? Let me
You
double
know how
check.
to play it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't really know how to play it, and he like blows into it and like pushes his fingers on some random holes. It sounds terrible.
It sounds like the
Just a
Titanic,
screech.
like the bad flute Titanic song. Dee, dee, dee.
It's like when you give when you do the fucking preschool or the kindergarten flute lessons. Everyone's just blowing it as loud as possible.
Sirius will look at Dog and say, "Yeah, who knows? He might actually run into Anderson again in the near future, considering that one of the competitors for looking for this treasure is his old crew."
You know, I kind of doubt he'd end up with his old crew, but in the meantime, this might at least serve as a distraction, maybe.
Oh no, wouldn't it be incredibly ironic that he just so happens to be on the hunt of the same treasure as his old crew and ourselves? Looks at the camera.
That would be crazy.
Uh,
Looks towards the camera.
Serious little camera.
Faraday sees Doug and Siri just kind of turn their heads like left.
Are you guys okay? The flag floated off that way.
Kinda,
Just reminiscing.
yeah, you
I
weren't
didn't
there.
hear a harp though, so I don't know what you guys are reminiscing about.
You weren't there during the days of the Spelljammer Academy. It was it was.
Were they fun?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Anderson took the training way too seriously. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, goodbye, Flag. You will be missed. And avenged.
They just stab no one
No
asleep.
one asleep.
Damn.
They just this is for the flag and just rip off one of his face tentacles.
Oh.
Oh lord.
Uh,
Anyway,
All
as
right.
you guys sail, day 2. Who wants to roll?
I'll roll.
Oh,
Doug and Faraday, we're gonna spar.
Yeah, we were also still gonna spar,
Yeah,
but that will happen on day 2, I guess.
Yeah, that'll have day 2.
Motherfucker, I said I'd roll.
I said before you.
No, you didn't.
I heard like 3 voices say I would roll at the same time, so I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention, so I can't
Okay.
verify.
I'll
Sorry.
roll for
I
the next
assume-
day.
I assume we get a long rest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
No, that matters.
Well-
Alright, so
Chris, let's spar.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
You can do it in the background while Bard
Yeah.
describes what's happened.
D20. Oh.
Astral Dreadnought?
Oh boy.
Astral Dreadnought?
Hold up. Give me D100s. You're not rolling initiatives, you bumps. Why you pulling it up?
51 Astral Dreadnoughts.
Okay, 51.
Astral Dreadnought with 51 HP.
Hold up.
Hey, what did
Quit!
we roll earlier?
Quit being weird. Okay, anyway, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51. 51. Ooh, okay. Roll me roll me D17.
Okay. 13.
13. Okay. So, you said 13?
Yeah.
Okay, 13. 1, 2, 3, 15, 15, 14. 13. Ooh. Now give me a D12 real quick.
Jesus Christ. Alright, cool. That's a lot done. 8.
Okay. So, as you are traveling, getting a little bit close to the astral sea, you find yourselves in the familiar haze, and you come across the wreckage of a squid ship.
Oh, fucking god. Okay.
Again?
Yeah, this
Well-
is friggin' second time you guys found a friggin' shipwreck.
Yeah, like is it clearly like a deserted shipwreck?
In perception check.
That's
Nobu's just like, please, please.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do the disadvantage because he'd be frightened. 18. Jesus Christ,
Okay,
yeah, like fucking
18.
fight or flight that activates.
18. It seems deserted. However, you kind of hear something. Say you're about. Okay, you guys are about 100 feet away at this point, kind of getting a good look. You hear almost calming calmness of it, like calmness overtaking your senses, feeling more relief. And I'd say this. I like, and because of this specifically, whoever's driving the ship and Nobuhiko,
Eh.
I'd like you to make me wisdom saves real quick.
Oh, great. Wisdom save. I'm supposed to be good at these. Oh, Sidrus, come on.
Well, Sidrus is actually kind of lucky
What?
because
Huh?
this is technically a charm.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God! Holy shit!
You kind of hear like almost singing, but you snap out of it.
Eh. What? Huh?
Which is weird, because why would a shipwreck have people singing?
Do I know what tried to affect us?
Would Sidrus also?
Unfortunately, Nobuhiko, you charmed.
Oh.
You failed.
Oh. Oh no. Okay.
You are just enthralled by this gentle music.
Would
And
Sidrus be able to make like a roll, having
give
been
me
out in the astral sea for quite a bit?
Give me a either give me a nature. Or, yeah, give me a nature or arcana check for this one.
Arcana. God, Sidrus, come on! Sirius, what did you put in that drink?
Don't you ever accuse Sirius of spiking drinks.
Why am I roll so ass? You son of a bitch!
I mean, this is some beautiful music, but you're not sure if this is like some sort of mirage, a spell, or what have you. But you just, it just feels like you want, and Nobuhiko, you feel like you just want to go aboard this ship.
Okay. So what's it called?
And you want to urge Sidrus to sail you guys towards it.
What's it called? Nobuhiko kind of like says you know telepathically to you, Sidrus. I believe that squid ship is deserted. We should take a closer look just in case.
Can I have advantage on that, please? Because I recognize I tried to get charmed by something.
Yes, you give me insight with advantage.
Thank
I guess I'll
you.
give, like, a Deception? Persuasion? I don't know.
Have fun
Deception
beating a
or
nat 20.
persuasion?
Uh-oh.
Actually,
Oh, that was Doug,
discretion.
okay.
Actually, no, I can't beat it. Regardless of any skill I have, I can't beat it. So
Yeah, try beating Citrus's nat 20 insight.
26 too, Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Yeah,
You
Citrus...
just see
Sorry.
like his eyes are almost glazed over. In
Yeah,
the
I'm just, like,
state of
staring at him.
yeah, just charmed. This man's just charmed.
I'm trying to think. What typically tends to, like, stop charmed effects?
You can ask Sirius for his hangover cure.
You guys doing this
Yeah.
meanwhile. Doug and
Yeah,
Faraday just swinging.
meanwhile, Doug and Faraday beating the shit out of each other on the deck.
Just
Um,
fucking beating each other half to death.
Fighting on the decks.
I'm trying to think. Would Citrus know at all, like, ways to, like, cancel or stop charmed effects? Because my instant reaction is to slap Nobu, but if I can avoid doing that, I will.
Okay, with that nat 20 insight of yours, and realizing, yeah, you guys got charmed. It started when you started hearing this music. So, either this is some sort of spell, or this is some effect that kicked in when you started hearing this.
Okay. Well, alright, Citrus will try and, like, knock out the possibilities then. She does have Dispel Magic prepared, so she's gonna try that on Nobu first. She's just looking at him. She's not responding to him. Just kind of like slowly raising a hand, like you're wigging. Her face says you're wigging me out.
Like Nobuhiko kind of like as you do so, like, you know, kind of says, "Are you raising your ship towards the ship?"
Does Dispel Magic do anything but?
What level are you casting it?
I'll just say 3rd level.
I'd like you to roll for me.
What am I rolling?
Give me spellcasting check.
Charisma.
Okay. Hold on a second, just close the thing again. So charisma. Sidris! I'm never drinking any of your drinks again, serious. I'm fully blaming you. Fuck you.
I mean, magic washes over. There's some strong magic over Nobuhiko. You are lucky you managed to get away from whatever it was.
Yeah, Sidris just sort of mumbles. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Sidris is gonna, like, look to Novu and she's gonna say, "Sure, I'll move the ship in a moment. I'm just gonna get a drink from Sirius. I'm feeling kind of dehydrated." And she's gonna, like, shuffle past him real quick.
And as you head off, Nobuhiko kind of inches towards.
She quickly sticks
The
her head back.
spell-jamming hell.
No, wait, I'll drive. Just give me a second.
You're in conundrum right now.
Yeah, she sort of sticks her head out the door. Is everyone still out on the deck?
You just see Doug and Faraday both like bloodied and beaten to shit. Like
Jesus
looking
Christ, I didn't see your health bars. I was super zoomed
Lord.
Yeah, what's your HP, Tom?
at 18.
I want 6.
Lord.
Kind of looking over at shit, just like, "Hi, what's up?"
Citrus just looks at you two, like she like goes to say something and stops.
Something wrong?
Sort of like points at you two, like I'm not even gonna ask. Serious, we have a problem.
Can we get healing?
We do have a problem, Citrus. I am running out of ingredients. And then he,
I don't. Can we get healing, please?
hold
We're
on.
in trouble.
I'm
Before,
fine.
before
in,
that,
in a second.
before that, he did. He's gonna pass 2 mugs of green juice to to Doug and Faraday because athletes deserve to remain healthy. So
Is it alcohol? 40?
no,
Please
it
tell me
is.
it's alcohol.
It's not alcohol, but it is created through the
I-
effects of legend elevation,
I have
which
alchemy. I have an amulet of drunkard.
well, here's the thing: it's
Did
not
you?
alcohol, but it is created through the effects of legend elevation, which I just realized doesn't necessarily have to create an alcoholic drink. It just fills
Yeah,
the
it's-
container with a drink of my choosing, which can be imbibed as an action. So it's not necessarily alcoholic. So it is what it is.
Do you have a beer as well? Serious?
He's gonna look at the green juice he just gave you.
I'll drink that as well. Like she downs it and I was like, "Do you also have a beer?" Like holding out the mug.
Snaps his fingers and it refills Doctor Strange style. He
Yeah. And Faraday's wounds sort of close up as she drinks it.
he looks over at Citrus and says, "So what's the problem we have?"
Well, something just tried to charm me, and it successfully charmed Nobu, and I couldn't break it.
Who's
Where's
controlling the
Nobu?
ship?
Does it have to do with that one squid-looking ship over in the distance?
Yes, it does.
Sidris?
Yes, it
Who's
does.
controlling the ship?
No one. That's why I want you to come help me. And she quickly darts
You
back
realize
in.
the ship
Okay.
is
Bard.
moving closer.
So
Yeah.
Bard, I'm expending a 5th level slot to.
You just feel the ship just jerk.
Oh,
Sid,
no.
consider
As you fly
tackle
closer.
Nobu out of the fucking helm, please.
Here's the thing, how it works. They have to willingly transfer control.
We're gonna have to knock him out.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
didn't
yeah, you
transfer
really-
control. I
Well, you
just stepped
technically
away.
did
Okay.
when you stepped off,
No,
unfortunately.
no, no. Sidrus did like kind of like verbally say like, "Hey, don't. I'm still driving. Don't go near. Like, don't there."
Yeah, I did say
Uh,
that.
Oh,
Bard.
okay. Yeah.
Bard, question. So-
Answer.
Could I just grapple Nobu and drag him away? Would that work?
Hey, friggin'
Yeah.
give me contested athletics, acrobatics.
I can just
Yeah.
imagine Nobu tried to take over the helm. Jesus
Beat it
Christ.
too. You can't.
Yeah, you just drag this. You just dragging this man's.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, like since he's like in a trance, he's just completely fucking limp. Like I feel like you grab him to like you grab him to take him off, but you accidentally just like toss him across the fucking room.
Okay.
Citrus quickly gets back in the helm.
Didn't expect him to be limp. My bad.
Yeah, he is gone.
Wait, where are we going? Shouldn't we investigate the destroyed ship?
No, honey, no, we're not gonna do that.
Bad idea. They have tentacles.
Stay down
I-
for a second, Nobu. I got
Out
checked
of
for head
character,
trauma.
this is not a nautiloid. This is a different type of ship.
Oh, okay.
Just because things look like it might get shifty up in here. Sirius will look at Doug and Faraday, who just got done beating the shit out of each other, and puts like hands on their shoulders and says, "Okay, you two. I have a feeling we're about to walk into something that's really bad. So just as a precautionary measure." And you both see as two necklaces of laurels begin to appear around your necks. I'm casting Death Ward on both of you just in case. So yeah, Death Ward twice on Doug and Faraday. And
Oh, this is very pretty, thank you.
Sirius then looks at Nobuhiko and says, Nobs, could you explain to us why we need to go towards that ship?"
It's abandoned. It might have money. We need to get paid. Just don't pay us.
I
Pretty
can't.
music make brain go brr.
I can't argue with that logic. And why did you jump to the conclusion that it is abandoned and might have money?
It looks abandoned and it might have money. You know,
Wait.
you know we are desperate. Serious, the publisher fucked us over really very bad. You know
Oh,
that
I
as
did.
well.
I don't think I've ever heard you swear like that before. No one knows.
Oh, this is bad, bad.
But
Like
But
his
you
eyes are
can't.
fucking completely glazed over.
he's like a fucking cat, just like completely blown out, Louis.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you can't really argue with that.
No, I cannot. But he kind of side-eyes Cedrus like, sort of like thinking back. They did say that Nobu might be charmed, and
Sidrus specifically said that something tried to charm. Something tried to charm both of them. Didn't work on her because elf obviously, but Nobu's
I'm
gone.
going to
Yeah,
look.
can you
And then-
steer us away from that thing?
I'm going to look at Nobu. Actually, hold on. I'm just trying to check something important here. This is the first of the third. Okay, no. Yes, okay, never mind. No, seriously, my bad. It's going to look at fucking Nobuhiko and say, Nobuhiko, you look like you're really stressed. And I understand that. I am certainly an enemy of stress.
The publishers take 80% of it. The editors take another 10%.
I know.
Writers don't get anything. The industry is broken.
You can. Alright, I understand, Nobuhiko. Why don't you take a seat? We'll get to the ship in a moment. Well, first of all, we just need to take a deep breath and calm down. As I'm casting calm emotion.
Ah, yeah!
So you watch as Nobuhiko mellows out and the effects are suppressed.
Good shit. Good shit.
Kind
Well,
of,
technically-
Nobu-
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, just like just shakes his head and goes, "What? What happened? What? No, I don't remember anything from previously."
I accidentally tossed into a wall. Can you check for head trauma? I couldn't find anything.
Hold on. That was a squid ship. Was I charmed? Did they?
You're okay. You
You're
didn't do anything. You were just very insistent on going to the ship.
Sirius looks at the. I'm gonna say the way common motions timer is represented. It's like this spectral sort of like group of grapes that begin to fucking dry up and fizzle out. He looks at it and says, "We have about a minute before the suppression of the effect wears off. We do you remember anything? What happened while you were that got you charmed?"
I remember a song, and then nothing.
He looks around and says, "Well,
It must have come from that squid ship. We have to get out of here as quickly as possible. Sidris, I am no longer charmed. Can I please pump my spells into the helm so we can get enough speed to get out of here as fast as possible?"
No, isn't that what you were just doing to get closer to it?
Sirius has removed the
suppressed.
mind melding effect for now. If I go in, pump spell slots into the engine, and come out, we can get out of here as fast as possible.
Yeah, I think we're good with Sidris. Can you get us out of here?
Yep, I can. I appreciate the offer, Nobu, but yeah, it's fine. I have enough spell slots to do it without a problem. Don't worry about it.
Understandable. Just let's leave.
Mm-hmm.
Cedrus,
Yep.
you're still in control of the helm, correct?
Yes.
Shit.
A part of Spelljammer House, you get basically third-person view of what's going on the ship.
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
It is 16.
Elf.
16. You... Okay, for some weird reason, a couple of ropes in the deck moved. You're not sure why. Nobody was there.
Like are they like floating away from the ship, or are they floating around on the deck?
Like someone kind of moved out the way. Someone or something moved out the way of a rope, like trying to walk around them, and it looked like something brushed up against it.
Idris is like in the middle of saying like, yeah, we can do that, and like stops, like cuts herself off, and she's like, I think something or someone is on the ship, up on the deck.
Say less.
I don't mean to
Picks
alarm
up
you.
the mace and runs out again.
I don't mean to alarm
Okay.
you, but I think a boogeyman or boogeyman.
I'm gonna start wildly flailing about to find any
Fucking
invisible.
I've got a-
Duckman, you could have been healed!
I like your roll initiative.
Hey!
Hold on. As soon as we get on the deck, Faraday's like, okay, invisibility? Dragon time.
Oh my god, Sidris!
So one of my dragons
I
is
know
true
I'm
sight.
with you.
Oh god.
Christ.
Uh,
Wait, rolls have been so. It's because Marine was in the call before I joined.
Yeah,
He's
that's
cursed
why.
my rolls.
Yeah.
Dragon time.
What's it called? Like Nobuhiko is clearly like kind of like serious. You can tell that Nobu is very much like desperately staying as close to you as possible. He's not invading your personal space or anything, but like he's staying as close to you as possible because he knows about the complications or.
Fuck.
As close as mindflayerly possible.
as illicit possible. Oh, hold on. So,
So Bard.
did Faraday got her dragon form off?
Yeah, because I was gonna do that like as soon as we got onto the deck.
I could say you readied an action to do that.
So Bard, I have blindside of 30 feet. Is there somebody within 30 feet of me that we can't see?
Not within 30 feet, no.
Okay.
Damn.
Uh,
So my flailing was for nothing.
Basically.
How much time would you say we have left before the suppression of common motions wears off?
I'll say right now you got 5 rounds left.
Okay. Thank you, Bob.
Should be enough.
Let me put the symbol on me for 5 rounds. And I put like a little wrench to indicate concentration.
Okay, so I started
Concentrating
working
real
a
hard.
school assignment. How long until we're done?
Like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, like
Alright.
Wait a second. I've got fucking glasses of sea invisibility.
oh yeah,
Hey.
that's right.
Perfect.
You did vitals.
Wait,
Holy
hold on.
shit.
That doesn't help you.
Like,
Well, about
mean,
that. Wait,
the-
what was the range of it again?
What's it called? It just what's it called? It just casts the invisibility at will. So
oh, well, but you would need to cast it, right?
I would need to cast it. So I can't see it yet, but yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to activate it. Okay, so. Okay.
You're on low HP, Chris.
I'm fine. I've still got 9 temp HP on top of that.
I've only got 95 HP.
What?
Dragon.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I'll be fine.
This
I've got
is
like
my weakest
yeah.
dragon.
I've got 34 in total.
Yeah. I've got
Serious.
95 plus the
It's
31
your
fiber.
turn.
I Sirius doesn't know. Is like, he's being told, get ready. And he's like, for what? Get ready. And he
Well, yeah, so just doesn't know what's there, just something's there. Sorry.
but he does realize that Faraday can cheat, but Doug can't. So he's gonna look over at Doug and look over and say, Doug, you're still not fully healed.
I'll be fine.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's go big dick energy here. Actually, hold
Fall
on.
into ship.
Power word kill.
Yeah, let's on Doug. Let's go 5, 10, 20.
Exactly.
20 feet right here. Look at the dog man, because I can't drop concentration combinations just yet. I can't hit you with the shiz. I'm going to cast.
Wait, Vordy, if you move there,
Wait, hold on.
I'm out of the radius.
Oh yeah,
motions,
hold on.
you gotta
That's
move
true.
back.
I mean, hold on. Let me redo that yet. I was right there, so I have to be within 20
You were
feet
here.
of you.
Yeah, 20 feet, so you can go.
Let me
here.
make an aura around myself so I can actually fucking keep that in mind. Within 20 feet of Nobu. So I just need to step outside one so I can see Doug.
Or you could stand here for a second, if you so desired.
I don't want to drop common motions just yet. I'm going to look over at Dogman, Dog.
Yeah.
And shit. I'm going to.
And shit.
You.
Damn, I don't have no. I forgot to prepare healing word. I'm so fucking upset. I forgot to.
Our clerics, everyone.
Our
Oh,
clerics.
cleric.
I mean, I'm more like a debuff cleric. I'm more of a debuff cleric than a healer cleric.
Well, it is what it is.
Too bad the
Oh
healer
my
cleric
God.
is behind the hill.
Is
You
that
should have
it
let Noble on
for?
down.
Is this the end of your turn?
No, because I haven't done shit.
Okay.
Shit, man. I'm sorry, dog. I can't help you right now unless you get close to me, says Sirius.
Ready action?
No,
You got,
'cause that,
like,
'cause that
Sanctuary or
also
something?
I can't even ready action because that also takes concentration for casting a spell.
Fuck, you're right. Yeah.
For now, however, if people believe that there's invisible enemies in the ship, Sirius is just going to preemptively do a bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon, which doesn't take concentration. Obviously, I can't
yeah.
hit nobody with it, but I'm gonna hover it like towards the middle of the ship. Yeah, towards like the middle of the ship right here. Bonus action. Action. Do I have any healing potions on my inventory? I do not. Sadly, I'm gonna have to just dodge with my action because I can't see shit. And I can't ready a fucking spell. Seriously, just going looking at a dog like, dog, you're not healed yet. Come back.
Son, Dad.
If that's your
Fired.
turn.
Fire Dragon is going to speak out to Ramazar, say, "Get close to me. I can see the invisible."
Why did you get an
Right.
accent?
Yeah.
The dragon tongue is very hard to speak in common.
You mean the
Very
other way
valid.
around.
My throat bag is not made for common.
My throat bag.
Look at it though, it's a fucking throat bag.
Yeah, that's a pouch and a half. Jeez.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah,
throwback.
friggin' A.
Faraday got
Highwood
mad out and
going to
apple.
move over by Dragon. Ray action to, if something pops out, fire heavy crossbow at whatever it is.
Nobahiko pops out of the room.
Hello.
Invisible creature is going to move somewhere.
And kill me.
That's my blind sight.
Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Currently, Wait, technically not. Okay. Uh, Faraday, you are currently immune to this. I'd like, because of the specifics of this, I'd like everybody else to make me wisdom saves.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Let's go
Is it a
+1.
charmed or frightened effect for
This
elves?
is a charm.
Oh, so
Ah,
Indy, you have a 21.
yeah.
Nobuhiko, you are already charmed,
I'm already
so this
charmed.
doesn't matter.
I mean, it would be suppressed anyway. Yeah.
Okay. The effects are currently suppressed, but Sirius, you feel a
is it
wave of
mass
energy.
suggestion?
No. You feel wave of. You feel like lulling music. Hear lulling music coming that's in the air.
So I was rereading Common Motions. It says the target is each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range.
So it doesn't travel with you.
It doesn't travel with me, I don't think, unless Bard wants to rule it as such that I can center it on myself
Hold
and it
on.
travels with me.
I'll say for the purposes of this, I'll say you casted it in that little hall where you're standing, so you can catch Nobuhiko and people that were close.
So I'm gonna put another general marker here and make it so that it emanates an aura, so I don't need to keep the aura myself. I'm gonna put it purple rain.
Damn, Mortal Kombat.
No, like the prince
Yeah.
thing, Tom.
The prince
Well,
thing?
thank God I succeeded.
I'm gonna put it like right there. So that whole area encompasses common motions. So, yeah, but
So
Does it-
only
it's not.
Does it also apply now?
No, I
Or
don't.
only
You are
when-
immune to this effect for the next 24 hours.
I don't think it applies now. I think it only
Oh.
applies when it's casted. But as long as whoever's affected stays within those things, into the area.
Yeah.
All right. Do. That will be it for the invisible creature.
What's this
Doug.
effect do?
It is essentially charmed.
So.
Oh wait, no, wait! I almost forgot. Zorra Ro, she's within the range, and she's
And
not
Rom
in
as
there.
well.
Rom's
Yeah, they
in-
both need to roll, but like in case concentration goes down, you know.
Yeah.
Zorra Ro, wisdom save. That's a success.
Phew.
Wait, no.
Oh.
No, wait. It was different DC.
Uh-oh.
Zorra Ro uses her reaction to run up to here.
Where are you going, Zora?
Do not
She's-
leave the range.
Lol. Oh no! Okay, so keep that in mind. He's failed.
Should we put indicators on in each of the tokens that failed, so everyone except Sidrus and me and Faraday.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just use a different thing for my death ward then. There you go.
Alrighty then.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
So I see Zorra running off. Like, would I have felt something trying to take control of my psyche or whatever?
Yes, you would. Because you would feel something is trying to charm you.
And that would then imply I would also be able to tell, Zorra, she's running away. That doesn't make much sense. Hold on. I gotta check my movement here, because I wanna see if I can grab her and then run back. I don't think that'll work though. How strong is Zorra?
Strong.
I mean, somewhat strong. Oh, wait. That's right. So, yeah, no, he failed. So, Rama would run over this way.
Uh-oh. Okay. Fuck. I can't drop my shield. Say, would you allow me to grapple two creatures at the same time, even if I'm holding a shield? Or try at least.
Unfortunately, no.
So I gotta pick. Well, fuck. Would.
Okay. Rom.
Holy
He cannot roll higher than that, so you have him grappled.
Okay, I have him grappled. Hold on, sorry, how many feet did I move? I think I was here, that's 25 feet. I cannot move any further. Faraday, gonna need some help here, can you grab her?
On it.
And... well, I guess that's the attack action, I can't dodge, so... that will be the end of my turn.
And your turn. Do. Zorra Ro. Hold up. Let's see.
I'm not holding my Morning Star, by the way.
She is lulled right now and has to make a wisdom save. At the end of her turn, she's still charmed. Dragon Faraday.
I'm
Breath
gonna
weapon.
fly.
Kill all of them.
I'm gonna fly up to here. Do I see the creature now?
You see the creature now with your blind sight. I will take it off the... Okay, for the purposes of this, they are still invisible, but you see them.
With your special eyes.
You see a... You see this friggin' harp. You see a harpy who seems to be holding a staff and is just waiting for these two to come closer.
Alright.
Currently flying 20 feet in the air.
That was, let's see, 25 feet. Now I have 80-foot fly speed. So I'm gonna fly right up to the bitch. Not so sneaky now.
That's good too.
Multi-attack, bite, claw, claw.
Uh,
Bite misses. I'm assuming both claws hit.
both claws hit. Gotta make some concentration. Gotta make a concentration check, because they're concentrating on a spell.
Greater invisibility, baby.
Oh no.
Because then they wouldn't be.
Dominate monsters.
Uh-oh.
Are they fucking upcasting it to like 8th level? Jesus. Wait, Dominate Monster is 8th level. What the fuck? They dominating multiple. Well, that's horrifying. This is
Maybe
so
they're not
scary.
dominating us.
It was. You probably. Hint, it. Holding
Yeah.
staff.
Yeah, fucking.
So let's see.
The twin spell, Jesus Christ.
Well, you couldn't twin spell it and upcast it.
Uh, concentration check.
I just hope it fails this.
First one.
Yes!
Yeah.
Blam! No Hiko, you are no longer charmed.
Yay!
Oh, great. So there's many of them.
They're still invisible.
But does the
Second
charm
one-
break on everyone or only on Nobu?
Only on Nobu because they were concentrating on dominate monster. The other effect is not concentration.
Oh, okay, Jesus. Oh yeah, I mean they're a harpy, I guess. Yeah.
I advise you run.
You foul dragon. Let me have my meal.
That is racist.
You're not even a dragon.
Is that it for you?
Yeah, I'm just looking at this dragon like very sincerely with like that is racist.
Oh shoot! Wait. You made an attack.
Yeah.
You hear her screech. Give me a charisma save.
Oh god.
It is
Oh
what?
god.
What is the effect? DC.
You get knocked prone. Also 78 psychic damage.
26.
Do I also need to roll then? Because it's 20 feet above the ground, you said?
A creature within 30 feet of the harpy.
Is visible to the harpy and can hear the harpy make an attack roll. Actually, you can't use that bard right now. The save didn't matter because it says before the attack roll. You didn't use it before.
Dang, I
But
read
I-
it wrong.
I
Mo.
saved
I see now.
anyways.
So yeah. All right, so she screeched. You covered your ears. You smacked her a couple times.
I've heard worse noises from Nobuhiko in the basement.
Disgusting.
Weirdo.
End of 10.
You didn't have to expose him like that.
Alrighty.
You would not believe the things I've heard.
Nobuhiko, you are no longer charmed. However, you
Nobuhiko-
see the rest of some of the rest of the crew are under
Okay.
some lulling effects.
Nobu is going to walk out and kind of say, and just kind of yell, Faraday, where is it?
Right in front of me. Kind of nudging her head like right against the harpy.
Alright, in that case, Chaos Bolt does not, I will do this at disadvantage. But I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt.
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
25.
That is a definite hit.
Kind of warping his kind of like pen around, drawing like a twisted kind of like squiggle, compressing it and flinging it forward. Going to cast it at, what's it called? Yeah, casting it at 5th level, which means that it will take 1, 2, 3, 4d6 extra. 2d8. Hold on. So I've got a 8 and a 7. So I'm naturally going to deal psychic damage with.
Oh, that is nasty.
That is a 32 on a hit, so that's a DC 16 for any concentration that it's trying to concentrate on.
Well, it failed concentration
Mm.
earlier. So how much damage was it again?
32.
Ugh.
And, what's it called?
Ooh, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah.
They are bloodied.
And, what's it called? I am going to also, as a bonus action, expend a narrative twist, to move Faraday's initiative up above Zorra Ro.
Ooh.
Alright.
And that is the end of my turn.
Alright, and your turn. Cedrus.
Me. So I've not been at the helm before when combat's happened. Am I stuck at the helm, or would I have to like drop concentration on the helm to come out and join the fight?
You can drop concentration temporarily to come out and fight. I'll just, for narrative purpose, your ship is still floating midair. It won't move with you.
Okay. Welcome back, Chris.
Hello.
So yeah, no. Cedrus, having seen the state that both Faraday and Doug were in when they came into like the helms quarters, is gonna like come out to at least try and get some healing on them. So 5, 10. Hold on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You can just
she'll
right click
she'll
to make
get.
multiple stops.
I didn't know how to. She'll just get next to Sirius. Doug's 30 feet. Let me see. What can I cast? What can I cast?
I'm good.
Let's. You are not good, sir.
I'm good.
Let's get a
31 HP is enough.
Right. Let's get a 4th level cure wounds into you, because you're pretty low.
Yeah. Cure wounds at range.
Oh wait, is that? Oh, it's touch. Shit. God damn it.
That was a nice roll too.
It was. That was my bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Do you have healing word?
No.
I think Bard just died.
Yeah, I think Bud decided.
No, I'm back. I was like, dang. It was a good heal too.
Yeah, I do have healing word, but it's not prepped. Yeah. And anything else I have prepped?
Hey, anything
takes too long.
helps.
Yeah, so I'll have to just cast spells instead. I'll just have to try and take part in the fight then.
You got like you could also cast like Shield of Faith or Bless or anything if you have that.
It depends if I have it prepped, which I likely don't. I'm trying to see what I've got prepped. Give me just a moment. The harpy's looking pretty hurt now, isn't it? It's just the harpy that's
It's
giving
just
us
the
trouble.
harpy, but still invisible.
Oh,
see
she
blood.
can't even see it.
Like, the only people who can see it are people who can see invisibles with blind sight and.
Oh
see
shit! So I can't even
invisibles.
cast a spell to attack then, because I can't see it.
No. Remember, you do have a few spells that you can. Let me look through your spell list. You have there are quite a few. I can't look through your spell list.
Yeah, this isn't Des.
Yeah, there are a few spells that you like. Usually, if a spell requires an attack roll, check if it specifies if you have to see them, because sometimes, a lot of the times, spells will let you attack something at disadvantage, as even if you can't see them.
I'm looking at Chaos
Got a lot
Bolt.
of
Sorry.
invisibles.
Yeah, a Chaos Bolt would. I
Yep.
use Chaos Bolt on it, so yeah, you could fire at it with disadvantage.
Yeah, it doesn't require sight.
Well, if I rolled that disadvantage, then that was a nat 1. Let me see. I'm trying to see.
Wait, did you cast Chaos Bolt?
No, because I was trying to show an example of like a spell that Jericho was thinking of. I just
Okay.
clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah.
God, I'm so pissed. I didn't think to like sort my spells out beforehand.
You will find.
Then again, I wasn't expecting to play today, so
Guiding bolt. If you have that prepped.
I don't.
Hey,
Uh,
You could also just take the dodge action.
what spells
I
do you
mean,
have prepped?
I've got mass healing word, but that's such shit like dice.
Yeah, especially because we're only trying to heal one person.
I mean, Faraday as well, technically, I guess, but
Now she's at full HP right now, isn't she?
Yeah, just
oh,
hit me. I don't
alright.
care.
What if I just do Sleet Storm?
Actually,
Oh
technically,
no!
okay, hear me out though. Technically, you could angle Sleet Storm in a way that would only get the harp. Uh,
Let me just
like
put the thing up. I'm trying to see.
radius, right? Yeah, so you could just. Yeah, just hold on. There you go.
What do you mean? There you go. I can't see what you did. Oh. Yeah, alright then. I'll.
Because it doesn't go through walls or anything, so.
It does radius fire.
It is 20 feet in the air, so if you make it fall prone, it dies.
Alright, well, we'll do that then if it's just gonna be an annoyance. Because I can't fucking cast anything else. So, that's. That casted, I'm gonna have to roll, don't I, bud?
Yes, you do.
That's a D100, ain't it?
D100.
18.
Oh god.
Oh.
I feel like that wasn't a good one. I don't have the thing up right now. Hold on.
You
It's
have a beard.
on your thingy.
I have a
Citrus
beard?
grows a beard?
You grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until you sneeze, at which point the feathers explode out from your face.
Funny
Amazing.
enough, you're fighting a harpy.
Yeah.
And for some reason, a bunch of feathers grow on your face into the shape of a beard. And it's kind of itchy.
You know, it's weird to say, that look kind of does work.
Cute.
Dexterity save, correct?
Yep, dex save.
Cheers, dex save.
Hey!
That's a fail.
You do 6 damage, baby.
Falling damage. 2d6 points of falling damage.
Holy shit, it's on the ground.
It is on the ground. It is prone. It is still invisible. Taking 3 points of damage.
Hey, at least I did something. Alright, that's all Citrus can do. She just has to wait to sneeze, I guess.
Oh fuck, its turn comes before mine so I can get back up.
Does it take fall damage? Yeah.
Serious.
Well, before I do anything, are we even gonna be able to get this second round of combat started, considering the time?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
How badly hurt is the harpy?
Very much so.
Ah, fuck it.
I mean, but there's like, there could be like, there's probably like more harpies. Also, I believe I'm charmed or something. I failed a wisdom saving throw earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are charmed.
You dash as close as you can towards where the harpy would be. So where everybody's gathered.
Wait, hold on, what about your calm emotions?
I
No, because
believe.
it lets out a pulse.
Yes.
It's not a constant aura.
Yeah, so
Ew.
it only affected Nohiko at the time, sadly. Meaning that Sirius will begin to move towards her. Action dash. Yaga.
At the end of your turn, make a wisdom save.
So you just see him kind of like drunken sway, move across everybody, and then
Way of the
he-
drunkard.
he stops right here, leans against the side of the ship, and then
You are immune for 24 hours.
He kind of
You're
has a
no longer
double.
charmed.
He has a double take and says, "I'm not supposed to be here." I
Ah,
guess
shit, you can't move back, can
yeah,
you?
I guess that's the end of my turn.
Where am I?
Rob Highwood, still charmed.
He is grappled.
He is grappled. He wants to get a. He wants to get closer. He was going to try and break your grapple, if possible.
He can try. He can try.
Can he beat a 21?
He just might.
He could. He could, actually.
He doesn't.
No.
+5, that's pretty. You know what? That's actually pretty fucking.
Yeah, it's
acceptable.
pretty good.
And wisdom save at the end of his turn. He is immune for 24 hours.
Yay.
He looks like what the hell's what just happened?
You should get inside.
The harpy. Nah. Not fair. We'll have to see. We'll have to teach you a lesson. She is still invisible.
Well, I can hear. It. I don't know.
Thanks to attack.
Break.
Bonus.
Let's
Against
see.
who?
One attack against Rom Highwood and one attack against
Me.
Sirius.
Okay.
Yeah, both are with advantage as well, which is worse.
I'm
Sirius
gonna choose to defend Rom Highwood.
Can
Impose
Alright.
disadvantage on it.
You can see.
Yeah, it's a creature.
When a creature you can see, Chris.
Yeah,
Ah,
exactly,
fuck.
exactly. What's it called?
Creature you can see.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Okay.
invisible.
Yeah, I
well,
get it.
actually, Sirius will say, though he can't see her, will say, not sure where you are, but it only sounds like there's one of you and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. I'm not sure if odds are on your favor.
You will die horribly if you do not stop.
So will it still, if it still attacks, well, if she still attacks, well, then you bring it in.
Imagine if there's like 20 of them.
I only see one.
Or when one dies,
I was out of character.
they split into 4.
No. They're not fishing cats.
That's hydras, not a harpies.
Alright, so Var, what does the harpy do?
Okay, so let's see. What'd you say?
I mean, basically, Sirius was just pointing out, hey, it's like, it sounds like there's
What are
only
you?
one of you and like 7 of us, so like, I don't know if you want to do this.
Okay.
Bard,
He
What?
died.
Bard,
Can't believe this.
desaparecison.
Oh,
Alright, there we
let's
go.
see. Ha, Buski.
Okay.
Oh shoot.
I feel that's even
I
gonna
forgot
miss
the
Rom.
Oh fuck, advantage.
Yeah, advantage.
Yeah.
So hold on, that's against who? That's
Yeah.
against Dawn?
Rom
my
Highwood.
bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he
So
dead?
that's a good 16 points of damage. He's not dead.
Oh, it's
He's just
only-
hurt.
It's only 16 points of damage.
And Sirius
With advantage. So she,
with advantage.
so she might hit pretty good, I might add.
What blammo!
That definitely hits. Plus 19 points of poison damage. Crazy.
You just feel a big
actually,
old mace smack you in the
Let me
face.
double check something on my channel divinity. See if I need to see them.
Can just imagine Sirius thinking, God, I don't miss these things from my home country.
When a creature,
Yeah, you
when a
can
creature
see.
you can see. That's crazy. Well, it is what
Bard.
it is.
Question, Bard. I assume it got up.
I mean,
Yes, it got
I
up.
sure expect
Okay.
it to. So
Worth a
first,
shot.
so I take a lot of the mash oppress, and then as a reaction, I cast nothing. I
Fair enough.
cast
Oh,
all of
yeah.
my shit requires me to see the fucking creature. So
What is the melee range of Dragon?
10 feet is my most, but I don't reach him there because I'm 20 feet in the air.
Actually, yeah. No, unfortunately.
she also better fucking move, otherwise they're gonna end their turn in the fucking fucking sleet storm.
Hold on. That's like how many opportunity attacks? I don't think you need to be able to see.
Invisible.
Yeah,
I don't think you need to be able
have
to
to
see to
see.
make an
Yes,
auto
you
attack.
have
You
to
have to
see.
see,
You have to
unless you
see.
have something.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sight is very important in D&D, turns out.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep giving my characters glasses.
Doug.
Yeah, that you can see, that's right.
And with that, we will have to end session as Harpy is bleeding out.
Oh, Bard, make sure to move me up past Zorra, because that was what Jericho did.
Yeah.
Just put him at like 10 point something.
10.01 or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, can't you edit your own? Yeah, no, you can edit your own initiative, Tom.
Yeah, I can.
Well, bam.
I'm just also on Instagram.
Uh,
Well,
pause.
that's where we'll have to end for the session.
I have to pause the bot. Well, it'd be like that sometimes, people. You know what we need to get you, Doug?
Hmm.
You need to take an ASI to get an extra fighting style, and yeah, like, get a feat, get an extra fighting style, and get blind
Blind
fighting.
fighting. Yeah. Like,
Or something else that gives you friggin' blind sense.
I mean,
Wing-
Bard.
Be useful.
What was that?
Winged boots would also be useful.
Winged
Yeah.
boots. I can. Bless.
see.
Is fly a cleric spell?
Yeah, I think flies in everyone's spell, right?
Wait, hold up.
I was gonna say, cause you know
No,
that.
it's not. It's only sorcerer, warlock, wizard.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I was
you know,
gonna say.
You know what I'm upset about is that the cleric all about like subclass that I'm using all about like drinks and shit doesn't
resist
have
poison damage.
not even that, but doesn't have fly. That was like the easiest joke easiest joke to make with Red Bull. Like Red Bull gives you wings.
I just realized when I get a level up, I can just change my fighting style. Protection
can.
has not once come in handy this entire campaign.
Yeah, protection sucks. I wish it didn't, but it does.
Yeah, it's ass.
Oh, is the recording off, by the way?
Oh shit. Oh shit, that's true. Hold on. So yeah, for those of you watching this at home, I need to do my usual
Be sure to tune into my Twitch streams every whenever the fuck I feel like it. I don't have a Twitch account.
Well, yeah. Well, what I was gonna say, this was Spelljammer: Adventures in Space. Or wait, hold on. Do you have a follow-up subtitle for this one, Bart, instead of just the Spelljammer? I'll take that as a no. It was Spelljammer, One Piece, and
No, we're not calling it that.
we'll. I mean, we're looking for a treasure. somewhere out
No,
there.
we're not
Uh,
calling it One Piece.
So anyway, yeah.
I mean, Vorty, we got rid of the pirate flag.
that
Yeah.
is true.
I will never forgive you for that, by the way, Jericho.
So we're the Marines from One Piece.
We're the Marines. No, what's it called? I guess this was Spelljammer, hunt for the treasure, hunt the truth. And with that we end the recording. Yes, I keep forgetting that I have it
Nice.
set to always ask me if I want to end the recording. Here we go, end the recording.